Right up, the Hornets taking on the Knicks. For the Hornets, the best win percentage in the league. They've got talent. They've got coaching. They've got everything you need to compete for a title. Knicks, Hornets, and we'll be right back for the tip-off. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Brandon Miller.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in this usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
And now, the New York Knicks starters. Coming is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's James. And it's Sims in at the 5 spot. And for the Hornets, they've got Miller. MV out there with Ball. Then it's Porter. And it's Ford in at center. And we know the second night break of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
Outside, James. Poked loose. On the wing, James. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Ball the pass to MV. Miller outside. Shoots over Hawkins. And there's Miller good that time on the assist from Porter.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
James against MP. Pass to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Ford with the rebound. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Now, Coach said they need to take away Jalen Brunson's weapons and make him make plays, especially from outside. Coach said Brunson is a great distributor and gets all of his teammates involved. We need to take away his weapons and make him shoot the three. We'll see if the defense can do that. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book map.
It's good from long range.
Love the rise and fire approach. Demonstrates how confident MP is.
Brunson scanning the floor. Will it go? And it's Ford with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass the ball. Up top corner. Miller outside. Ford a screen on Hawkins. There's Miller with the 3. Charlotte gets it back. Ford, that's good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
check out the numbers for MP. First in scoring, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number one overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Pass to Porter. Here's Miller. Jazz defending. James against MP. Miller outside. Hits it from three-point range. Miller's got 8 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
James against MP. James in the post. Right on the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Porter. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Oh, with a wide open look. That doesn't fall. He'll drop his first shot. And so James will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 9 points. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And both free throws, good for James. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Ball kicks to Porter. On the wing, MP. James covered. MP passes to Miller. Good in the assist goes to MP. 11 points in the game.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high field goal percentage.
Yeah, you got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Sims inside, guarded by 4. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brunson. Goes outside. And here's Brunson. A 24-point outing in the last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And then there was his passes. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Here's ball. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Back to Porter. Fires the 3. And it's the Hornets another 3.
They're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And here's Brunson. After Michael Porter made the last 3-pointer. Brunson with another miss.
Against length. Good job trying to fade away, but it is a low probability shot.
Outside Porter. Pass to Miller. Outside ball. Now here's Porter. Nice pass in there by Charlotte. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. It's ball. That time on the assist by MP.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. If you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so here is New York following LaMelo Ball's 3.
The Rio, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Ball. 17 points for him last game against Golden State. MP gets the Porter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now Brunson. Here's James. Hornets with the rebound. Ward's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 13 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, What's an all-out effort they've come in with? Very impressive offense so far.
Now here's Jacobs. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contest.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Fleming. Here's Miller. Turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. Miller sets a screen for Ball. That shot, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Hawkins outside. Back to Brunson. Hawkins outside. Pass to James. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Anunoby. He trades it as the shot clock ticks down.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
MP outside. Miller outside. Shoots over Anunoby, and he buries that one, trimming the rim on the way down. He's got 15.
Both efficient and prolific. He's already hit 6 buckets out of his 8 attempts.
And stolen by MP. And he backs in the lane.
There's that versatility of MP, putting the ball on the floor and making a play. I love it.
Knicks trail by 15. James, the pass to Anunoby. Brunson against Ball. Brunson outside. 6 on the shot clock. That's a floater go. Sims kicks to James. The shot's good. James has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Hornets lead by 13. MP outside. Miller the bounce pass. Porter finds MP. Right side, Ball. Charlotte with the new shot clock.
Oh, damn.
Chance at the line.
You know what?
Yeah, he was really that turned out post
Yeah, he
up.
almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
No good on the free throw. And some changes here for the Hornets. Wilkins has checked in for Miller. And Dyson
Luckily, he
Daniels
come
subbed in
down
for Ball.
because he probably would have gotten injured. He probably would have injured
And the
himself.
second free throw, good.
Tied him down on the ground.
Knicks trail by 14. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Warriors was superb. He had 34 points and ultimately he posted a triple-double. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, would he? Let's find out together.
And David in stretches, he was absolutely done. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the Knicks with possession here. After the basket by Charlotte. Back to Ewing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on MP.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was out.
And New York making a change here. Fleming's checked in. Both free throws good from Ewing. Charlotte, their last game, a win against Golden State. Here's Daniels. Gets rebounded by New York.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Guarded by Porter. And it's Ford with the rebound. Ford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. MP, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Against contact, too. How about that? They really made MP work for that hoop inside.
And stolen by MP. He makes another one. There's 4 up and 4 in to start his game. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Charlotte?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And they pick up 2. MP's got 11 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
There's 57 seconds left in the first. Clock at 6. And the 3-ball is good.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Pass to Daniel. Back to MP. On the wing, Porter. Good, and it's MP. Picking up the assist. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Shot game clock separated by 5. MP against Ewing. Anunoby with the screen for Ewing. Pass to Hockett. And it's off from 3-point range. A 3 from MP. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets.
All you got to do is get open, and ball's handling the rock, he's going to find it. Melo's got incredible passing ability.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Fleming, guarded by Ford. Ewing outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. Hornets leading by 22. Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity, and man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career, and now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. Charlotte has gone 6 of 10 from 3-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Miller kicks to Porter, takes the 3. No good on the shot. The Knicks shooting gets 33%, struggling to get good looks. And the foul call on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's close, but didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Doing against MP. Pulls it from the elbow.
This is exactly where length and instinct combine to provide a stop. Ball doing it nicely at the defensive end.
You had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. It wore me out too, but I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka, whew, yeah, don't make my head spin.
Miller against Anunoby. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. For this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
To stop the drought, drills it from outside. 6 points for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Porter in the corner. Deep two from Ball. The wing jumper off target.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Back to Ewing. Hard the pass to Ewing. Over MP. No good from Ewing. The Hornets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. A nice shot by MP.
Another one for MP. Giving the fans their money's worth here.
To the paint. Here's Fleming. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Ball, the pass to MP. It's Miller on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Outside, Ewing. Anunoby outside. Back to Ewing. For the 3. Here's Fleming. And again, it's New York.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
4, no up. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Hart. Here's Fleming. Outside, Ewing. Releases. The rebound by LaMelo Ball.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Knicks shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. He gets that one.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
And that's all about Charlotte Woods in possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Mitchell, he's jumped in for Charlotte. Shots hit by Miller.
He's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Anunoby outside. There's the screen. Launches a 3. The Hornets pull it in. Ford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Porter. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 8 now on the night. Here's Brunson. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. Anunoby has the open look. Off target from outside.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there. Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Pass to Brunson. And here is Hart. Fades. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
Miller sets a screen for Mitchell. And a miss there on the triple. The Knicks have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Pass to Brunson. Hart with it from 8. And finished off inside by Anunoby. Anunoby Ananobi's got his second bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to MP. From deep. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Defensively, you don't want MP to find his rhythm out there.
Runs in the pass to Hart. Ananobi against Miller. And the shot will not go from Ananobi.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center
So
of it.
it's
But it's
Edgar
pretty good
Wilkins
on a
is
number of
back.
levels.
He was only out one game.
Miller against
That
Ananobi.
injury.
Pass to Ewing. Floats one. Draws contact on the shot. And now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, great make by Brunson. That guy plays way bigger than his size.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Trent's checked in, and Wilkins subbed in for Porter. The Knicks also changing it up. He's checked in for Hart. Jaquez comes in for OG Ananobi. And James subbed in for Ewing. MP outside. Wilkins wide open, and he fired. Off target from three-point range. And so James will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. It may very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
On the wing, James. 8 points for him. Sims the pass to Brunson. Now Hawkins. Sims kicks to James. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's MP. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Determination from MP right there. Going right through that foul and still able to convert.
Daniels is checked in for the Hornets. Free throw, no good for MP.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Here's James. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Maybe that great start in the first quarter took something out of him because his production has fallen off.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Miller surveying the floor. A three. The Knicks pull it in. Sims has got his 7th rebound here tonight. They set the pick. And here's Brunson outside. That one, no good.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Trains the three-pointer.
And if the defense doesn't lock him up and leaves a gap, MP pretty much has to make the pass there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Flying the pass to Brunson. Over Daniels. And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
To the inside. Here's Miller. And he uses the glass on the way. Miller's got 27 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and then get out of the way.
And the foul called on MP. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Toronto men's checked in for Wilkins. 109 left to play here in the second quarter. Brunson, no good. Charlotte's gone even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Miller, right side. Lets the three fly. A three-pointer's right on target. Miller's got 30.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. The first one full.
At least blowing it out.
For the Charlotte Hornets. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the New York Knicks.
They've got to run shooters off that ride. Just hoping they miss is not working.
It's just a question every team faces, Shaq. How do you extend your defense enough to bother shooters without opening up the driving lane?
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And looking at the Kings matchup, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few analysts have predicted an upset here. I'm going the other way. I think they take care of business. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And with the second. On the floor now for Charlotte. And the Knicks making a change here. On the court for the Knicks. They've got Ewing. Anunoby out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Sims in at the 5 down low. MP, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Ewing for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 3. Ewing's got 5 points so far.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Here's Benton. And that time, also a missed shot. The Knicks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Releases from the wing and drills it. 8 points for him.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Ewing against MP. This one for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. MP's got 28 points for the game.
Good release on the jumper from MP.
New York's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Throws it up high. Anunoby, no good. Charlotte's gotten 1 of 6.
What? And now I'm foul out of the guy. How's that foul on me? Well, we're going to win by 30.